We are back. Today, I'm gonna sit here and beg you for money.
Come on, guys.
Tap the screen, please. Hey, Galaxy, we need 5 more Galaxies. Now, I've never liked Jason Nash or any of those people who were involved with David Dobrik. I always found them to be quite annoying. And when they all got outed as terrible people, I'm not gonna lie, it made me kind of happy because I hated them from the start. But that is not the focus of today's video. A while back, I made a video about TikTok beggars. The man is just doing the same Fortnite emote begs over and over. It was a couple of people who were using their children, faking like their kids were sick, showing houses with like very poor conditions, like everybody in one bed. A lot of it was fake, but just to give some clarity, and I hated that stuff then. That pissed me off and that was all gross. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking this, but at least those were people who like had no notoriety. Those were a bunch of nobodies who were just begging for money, right? Jason Nash is one of those people who you hate online, if you're like me at least. What you'd call the scum of the earth. And I don't want today's video to be specifically about Jason Nash, but he is what I call the prime example of a very, very gross thing that is going on TikTok. People begging for money online has been happening forever. When I was in like middle school, I remember the viral clip of a Twitch streamer saying, "Oh, it's only $5 a month. Why can't you afford to support a creator if you're watching them? Blah, 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 blah."
How did my whole speech about how I need subs to keep the stream going if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs? There are regulars here. $5 a month.
And this is not a new concept. People have been doing this stuff forever. But specifically, I think TikTok lately has become a cesspool of people begging for money, and it's insane. Also in the news, Congress just like agreed to ban TikTok. It needs to go to the Senate now. I'm not trying to get political with this video, but that's what happens when you let boomers run your country. Now that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I figured I would just mention it since it's news that's been coming up about TikTok, and in some weird way, it might play into all this. So what's the harm in saying? But I don't know if you've all been on the live stream section of TikTok. I myself am not the most avid viewer of it, but every once in a while I'll peek at anything in life because I get bored and I like to scroll. Like I've said in the past, if you know me, I make my videos based off 3 things. It's TikTok, Twitter, and my schizophrenic demons. And more lately, I am seeing an outburst of people on TikTok begging for likes and money and all this stuff, and I just don't really get it. Because these are like people who are nobody. There's the Jason Nashes out there who had internet fame from being weirdos, and I'm gonna say it, but I don't mean it, okay? Funny online, because there's no way he's funny. The thought of being Jason Nash makes me want to projectile vomit. I mean, literally, imagine being the guy who wanted to be a comedian, but failed so horribly that he has to spend like hours a day staring at a phone while he begs for money.
Gotta get something bigger than that. We need a dino. Official Haunted Beauty. Hey, Jason, when will... That's funny. Double points now, right now, guys. Double points. Jason popping off, says Kylie Harrington. Tanner. Jason's gonna spend TikTok money on cigarettes.
Not only are you the least funny comedian ever made, you're also probably the most annoying beggar. But on TikTok, there's also just a bunch of people who you've probably never heard of and never will hear of again. But they have like 1,000 people in their live stream all paying them for some reason, because they're just begging for money. I think what really skyrocketed this movement was the whole NPC thing. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but there was a like 2-month span on TikTok where just acting like an NPC in a video game got you a bunch of money. There's that one French lady who kind of like pioneered it, and then there was like the Miles Morales dude and all these other characters who I think still are going. I saw that Miles Morales kid streaming like a month ago and like beefing with the police officer. So I think that's all still going strong, which maybe even plays into this more. And if you guys have watched any of my videos, you know I'm not some intellectual genius. I have no knowledge up here, just dumb thoughts and farts. So basically, I'm just kind of trying to talk about the thing I find goofy. I don't understand why people pay these people. Does anybody? If you think you have a reason why, let me know in the comments. I'll read them and try to reply to everything, because I'm so curious how somehow TikTok is like the perfect place for weird people online to beg for money. And I say perfect place because it works. It really works. I hate to say it, but every time you see these people doing it, like Jason Nash, like begging for galaxies, he gets the money from these weird kids online. And all these other people who are like I said, don't have the same notoriety as some weird washed up Vine star.
There we go.
still get the same amount of likes and like all that's and Galaxy. I don't know. It's kind of ironic because I have streamed on TikTok before myself every once in a while when I play some games. If you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch. Every once in a while I try to stream on TikTok just to throw things up. Go follow me on both the platforms. I promise you I won't sit there and beg you for Galaxy. But speaking of that, I don't really understand anything with TikTok streaming. Twitch streaming, I understand. I finally understood what bits meant. Finally get the conversions on everything. People have explained the stuff to me because I'm kind of a boomer, right? TikTok, it's not gonna happen. People are giving you like GameCube controllers and roses, and I gotta somehow remember how much that's worth. Like, it's never gonna happen. So I don't even know what a Galaxy's worth. I think it's $100. It might be more, it might be less. Don't ask me. But these people are getting like influxes of money, and I just don't understand it. It's so weird. I call it the Jason Nash effect, and maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it should start with like the NPC people, but maybe it should really start way back when we were pioneered as a nation by the Twitch streamer begging for $5 a month because you're broke. Anyways, this is a really weird video. I just wanted to ask the question, why are people on TikTok begging for money? Because I swear to God, I've seen it more and more every day I go on there. And I don't even frequent the live section, but you know, every once in a while when you're scrolling on For You, the lives come up and like somehow, some way I get to scrolling through live streams because you'll find some goofy things on there. I've seen Backpack Kid making terrible beats, and I've seen that one weird vegetable lady screaming about Jesus Christ. So don't get me wrong, I'm not above checking the live section on TikTok. I just don't frequent it as much as some people, so maybe some people have been seeing it more and will have some more knowledge about this. I didn't really know how to even research this. Like, what do I do? Just go scroll through the live section on TikTok for 10 hours? And then I was like about to go do that, and I realized I don't want to rot my brain from the inside out. So instead, I decided to pose a question, talk about this in a little YouTube video. If you liked it, leave a like down below, comment, leave me some notes, talk to me, start discussion, because I want to talk about this. I want to hear people's thoughts. I don't get it. I don't get how this works. And because all I hear is people complaining about it. Me, you, your Aunt Sarah, we've all been complaining about this since the start, yet somehow it still works and somehow people are still sending them money. So please, 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 please help me understand it. Other than that, subscribe for more content like this, leave a like I said, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.